More Rocks reporting from down under. I'm just doing another very short video just on weather conditions in New Zealand. The media normalizes what is a completely abnormal situation, and I've been monitoring this for weeks, if not months, that our temperatures just in my little neck of the woods is by several degrees warmer than the so-called average, and it's been like that for several years. And to begin with, I had my horse. I was going out to sea just about every day or several times a week, and since I've been unable to do that, I've been monitoring the situation, and I can say definitively that the last year in Wellington, which gets relatively low number of frost days, but the last year, which I could say we had a normal winter with lovely frosty mornings, was in 2003. It was the year before I got my horse Biscuit, and that's etched in my memory. So when I got up this morning, this was at 8 o'clock in the morning. You can forget about the maximum temperature. I think it was sitting in the sun, direct sunlight, but even that is pretty bizarre in autumn. So the temperature at 8 o'clock in the morning was just short of 18 degrees Celsius. That is a way above average. So this is the statistics that I go by. We're looking at May, and the average temperature for May in Lower Hutt, where I'm sitting, is 11.7 degrees, and the minimum temperature is 8 degrees, which is sort of what one would I would expect. So, and then the maximum average temperature is 15.5 degrees. So we've been having temperatures that have been about 4-5 degrees above average, and even at 8 o'clock in the morning, the temperature here, as it has been for weeks, except when we have the occasional weather system coming our way, is was 18 degrees. So that's already almost 5 degrees warmer than the average maximum temperature, not the minimum, not the average temperature, the minimum temperature. So the maximum temperature, sorry. So we have to kind of go by almost sort of Aesopian kind of, reading between the lines. And we just got one example of that today, and I just want to play that very, very briefly to you now.
Farmer in Marlborough says he's in the land of milk and honey, but at the same time he admits it's eerily concerning as temperatures are up 6 to 7 degrees above normal and pasture growth's 30 to 40% up. It's not surprising that winter feed crops are looking fantastic as soil temperatures are a warm 12 degrees at 10 centimetres. Rams on lower hill country properties have completed their task. Ewes have gone onto winter rotations, and despite them eating all the grass in front of them, it's popping up just as quickly behind. In vineyards, pruning's about to get underway. On the west coast...
So there we are. I think that speaks loudly for itself. This is almost like reading between the lines, because a couple of sentences in a rural report program on Radio New Zealand is not exactly going to get through to the masses, and is certainly not going to give the message of what's actually happening. So that's enough from me. It's Seymour Rocks from Down Under.